How can we challenge sort of that stereotype of, the single mom, and why is that so important to really challenge that? And what is today that stereotype of what the single mom's all
I was
about?
going to ask you that. So if you think about a single mom, what comes to mind?
Somebody who is overworked, maybe underappreciated, who's trying to juggle and balance a lot of different things at the same time. Maybe it's making sure there's food on the table, that there's income coming in, and that the child or children are being cared for, while also somehow trying to squeeze out a minute or two for themselves and trying to sort of juggle all of that at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you.
Am I close?
You're close. So I can identify with some of that. I'm a single mom. I was a single mom. My son is 18 now. Been a single mom the whole time. I think the stereotype that you mentioned, that's what most people think.
The juggling, they're trying to do it all.
That she's struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason why I want to address that stigma and that stereotype is that not all single moms present that way. I'm not struggling. I had to work hard not to.
Self-made.
Yeah, I had to work hard not to struggle.
Right.
But it's something that was intentional for me.
Right.
And so the purpose of me wanting to address that stereotype is to let other moms who do fit that stereotype know that they don't have to be that way.
Right.
They don't have to live like that.
Right.
They can be empowered. They can work hard. They can go to school while their child is in school. They can work a fantastic job, whatever job they want, while their child is in school, and they can be the provider.
Right.
They can do all those things. It's just a matter of empowering themselves to do it.
And you notice you really don't hear that a lot, like you mentioned, the struggling stereotype with single dads for some reason. You don't hear that sort of comparison or the thought in that way, which is amazing. That's so changing those stereotypes is very important. Is it changing?
That's a good question.
Did you get that expression on her?
So is that changing? I think it will change once the face of the single mom that's not struggling is more in the forefront.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
So how do you make that happen?
Well, I'm doing that now. I'm living my life.
You're on close-up television.
That's right. I'm living my life in front of others. I'm very transparent. I don't want to keep any secrets about who I am because I feel like my life is part of someone else's journey of empowering themselves. So I live my life in a way that, it's not just about me. I always do things because it's for someone else's need.